Chukma. This is Funny Iskanosi for Banachi. I was asked to bring some fruit to a holiday party and I wanted to do something fun. So I grabbed these different items and a styrofoam cone. And importantly, I got some leafy lettuce. You can pick what kind of fruit that you want to, that you can put into chunks or small pieces like these berries. But you will need a lot of toothpicks, just saying. Also, I got a piece of foam core, cut it into a round shape, covered it in aluminum foil, and I hot glued the cone to the base. Okay, now all the fruit has been washed. I washed and wrung all the water out of the lettuce. And I'm just tearing off pieces, have it laying over there in the tray so it's nice and dry. And I had patted it down with another cloth, and now I'm just taking toothpicks and securing it to the bottom of the styrofoam, making sure that it sticks down over the foil. And I like sticking the toothpicks more straight down into the styrofoam because you're going to have toothpicks going other directions in this tree. And these are going to stick out through the fruit, the leaves of the lettuce, so it's going to look like boughs of a tree. Okay, now we're starting on the fruit layer. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm adding fruit, alternating different pieces of fruit all the way around the base of the tree. And as I add each new layer of leaves, I'm going to start my fruit one piece over than where it was on the bottom, so it looks like it's moving up the tree in a spiral. Of course, you can do it any way you like. I just thought that would add interest, and I liked the end result. Later on, I'm going to bring out the chocolate dipped strawberries that I'm also going to be adding to the tree, which I thought it made it even more interesting. And you might have noticed that when I did the grapes, that I stuck the toothpick on first and then added the grapes to the toothpick. Sometimes it was just easier to do it that way, to put the fruit on after, because I couldn't get a good grip on the grapes to push the toothpick in. Also, you can see that I cut some of the pineapple into a star shape. I had picked it up a moment ago. And I'm saving that piece for the top because we need a star on the top of our tree. Another thing you want to be aware of is that this is a little bit time consuming. Of course, speeding up the film makes it seem like it's a lot faster to do, but I did this the night before and then put it in the refrigerator so I could take it in the morning. Otherwise, I would have had to get up quite early to do this before the party. Make sure that you have enough room in your refrigerator. The space that you have available in your refrigerator might determine how tall of a cone that you end up purchasing. You can purchase as tall of a cone as you like, but you might have to take some of the shelves out of your refrigerator to make it fit. Okay, now we have the chocolate dipped strawberries. I just found a piece of styrofoam from a packing box and I put some foil over it, and as I dipped the strawberries I put them on toothpicks over the foil. So whatever you can find that works. Now we'll just speed things up and watch it all come together. Once you get to the top, you can figure out how the lettuce goes on. I'm just gonna try to wrap it over the top somehow, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. So I added a toothpick on the top and added the star, And then I took it to the party. I put it on a cake plate, as you can see. This was the next day. And it was a hit. I hope you give it a try. Happy holidays.